Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the
extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel
lanes out of passing sets, and if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Jones on 3rd and 2. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had converted to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
At the 10-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Off play action. Jones. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Mostert. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Hunt. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
At the 43-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
A gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Cardinals nothing.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Here we go. Mike, 53, Mike.
Now they'll throw with Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Raheem Mostert, 87 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Taking it about the 1. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, it's Carr. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Number 23
yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 13. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Johnson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. coming up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6:37. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Right 56.
Throwing again. Carr. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good.
The score is Seahawks 17, Cardinals 9.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Cardinals 16. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field.
Complete.
Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Jones now back to the air on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Yards to go.
Throwing Jones. And going deep for Hill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Hill, incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. On the run, this is Hunt. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Carrier.
The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down at 7. From the gun, Carr going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Cardinals 23, Seahawks 17. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Spins away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56.
From the gun, Carr. He can run for it, and he will. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. This one, he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
56, the mark, boy, 56.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead now stands at 13.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. They can't hang with us.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got homies that can sleep with them. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of them. Walk up in the spot like ain't no poppin' in. Come pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Little bit.
Check 53 is mine. Watch the run. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. 734. Second time defense. Let's go. Mike.
On 1st down, Hunt. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
It's just me and you. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now it's Hunt. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is Hunt. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself, and don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st down, Seattle.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, flush to his right. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Jones on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunt, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home